Welcome back to the Ghislain Maiden podcast. I'm so excited for today's episode. We're going to be talking about your spiritual team, how they're here to help you fulfill your purpose, and how you can start to connect with them. Hi, Queen. Quick break to say welcome to the Ghislain Maiden podcast. This is your home of rebellious feminine leadership, an unfiltered space where I bridge feminine wisdom, erotic leadership, spirituality, energetics, shadow work, manifestation, and purpose-led leadership into one life-changing transformation. You'll learn to master the energetics and the frequency of success. Awaken your body's intelligence and activate your spiritual gifts to lead with unshakable trust, influential leadership, and magnetic presence. No more hiding, no more second guessing, no more hustling to get ahead, just unapologetic confidence, power, and iconic leadership that leaves the others wondering how you did it. Before we get into today's episode, I'd love it if you could do 3 quick things for me. Number 1 is go ahead and hit subscribe to make sure that you don't miss one of our transmissions. If you loved our episodes and our podcast, please go ahead and give us 5 stars. It helps us deliver a better product to you. And if you know a woman who is really ready to step into her unapologetic confidence and unshakable self-trust to create the success, the influence, and the freedom her soul is craving, go ahead and share this podcast with her. Let's get back into today's episode, shall we? Something that I see with high achieving women all the time, and I have personally experienced myself at times when I've been disconnected from my spiritual team, is this feeling of real isolation. Particularly when you become someone who is a leader, there can be this feeling of doing it all on your own, or the feeling that nobody really gets you, that you can't allow your true self to be seen. And in times where life and your leadership role demands a lot for you, there can be this real pressure of feeling like you have to hold it all, but secretly having no freaking idea what the right next move is, or feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all of the missing pieces and not sure what fucking direction you're meant to go in. And I mean, who wouldn't? This is a completely normal feeling. And this is where our spiritual guides come in to support you to fulfill your purpose. Every single one of you has an entire army of different spiritual guides. So your spiritual guides are made up of your ancestors, angels, light beings, fairies, mermaids, aliens, dragons, animals, and different gods and goddesses. Now, all of your spiritual guides are here to help you fulfill the purpose that your soul incarnated on this realm for at this time. Each person on this planet, no matter what you're doing, have a really sacred role to play. And your guides know this role. You see, when we come down into earth and we incarnate, there is a veil of amnesia that comes around us, and we forget all of the wisdom that our soul actually has, and all of the energetic realm and the spiritual realm that are here to support us and that we're innately connected to. And so a lot of women, as they go through their spiritual awakening, it's actually more of a remembering. It's a remembering of yourself as a spiritual being, of the amazing spiritual team that are always there to guide you, and of the fact that you're actually amongst a manifester. And when you start to understand the world as an energetic vibration and frequency, this is how you can start to tap into it, work with your spiritual team, work with the different energies and frequencies to co-create the reality that you came here to co-create. And your guides are here to do this. So you will have two main guides. Now, your two main guides have literally incarnated with you throughout every single lifetime. They've been with you from the very start. And you will always have a masculine guide. I'm not sure what's going on with my hair here. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I got a haircut yesterday, so I'm like, what the fuck's going on with that bit? You will always have a masculine guide and a feminine guide. Now, these souls have literally been with you from the start. In those moments where life is lifing and it's really fucking hard and you feel confused and overwhelmed and you're like, I don't know which way is the right way to go, because there feels like there are so many options, and there kind of are. This is where your spiritual team come in for you to connect with them, to choose the road, the door, and the path that is most aligned with the purpose that you came here to complete. And so you have ancestors, angels, gods, goddesses, fairies, mermaids, dragons. And now you will meet different guides throughout different parts of your life. And that's because you might have a sacred contract with certain guides, because they have the wisdom that you need to harness for you to move forward into this next chapter of life. And so this is where you really need to understand that you have an entire army of spiritual beings that are here to support you. And how they support you is they help you find alignment with your purpose, because they can see the bigger picture that you've forgotten. Then they have certain tools, wisdom, and architecture practices that you can literally pull on and use and harness to help you manifest, to help you lead in alignment with the purpose that you're here to create, and for you to really start to bring your desires into reality. Now, when you start to connect with your spiritual team, it is a really profound moment. The first time I met my dragon, Egan, I was completely emotional. It is one of the most profound experiences that I've had. Now, Egan is a guide that I only met last year, but it was the most profound experience that I've had in meeting my guides. And the reason that I only met her last year is I wasn't ready to take the responsibility that comes with understanding the dragon wisdom that I am here to work with. She is a guide that I have also had through most of my lifetimes. So the remembrance deep within my body when I met her was deeply profound. I started crying. And what is amazing is there is a resurgence of dragon wisdom that's about to rise throughout the frequency and the conscious collective of the earth. Now, when I met my dragon, 2 days later, one of my best friends met her dragon, and a couple of days later, one of my clients' dragon also appeared to her. So I know that these three women are women that I'm going to be working with in a really unique way to help fulfill the dragon wisdom and share it that is about to start to rise through the collective. And this is just one way that different angels, different ancestors, different guides will work with us at different points in time for us to fulfill our purpose, because dragon wisdom is deeply connected to the sacred feminine wisdom that I'm here to share. And so Egan wasn't ready for me to meet her until I had released my shadow, until I had the capacity to hold her frequency, to hold her wisdom, and to hold her magic. Before that, I had no idea that I was a part of these galactic dragon warriors and warrioresses that we are all a part of. So it was really profound, and it opened up a new pathway and a new part of my purpose here on earth. I also help my clients to activate and connect to their spiritual guides. And you might be like, what does this have to do with leadership? So I work with women in some of the world's leading organizations. And even though these women are really high achieving, when they're in really big meetings with a room of really influential people, men, women, stakeholders, CEOs, there can be a feeling of I'm not meant to be here and struggling to speak up. This is something that was very real for one of my clients. And so we created a ritual for her to connect with her animal spirit guide, to draw upon her confidence, her wisdom, and to help her speak from a place of unwavering trust and confidence. And what do you know? My client started walking into all of these really high pressure meetings from a place of deep, empowered confidence, because she was able to tap in to the energetic frequency of her spiritual guides, to channel that and to use that energy to help her in her meetings. Now, another way that your spiritual team are here to guide you is in those moments where you're seeking clarity with your business and maybe things have happened that you're like, holy fuck, did someone just blow a bomb in my business? And that can be a lot. I've recently had that happen to me, right? It's like, what do I do? However, your spiritual team know the bigger play that's being made. So you can literally go and connect to them to help you navigate really fucking hard times. And whilst it doesn't necessarily make the hard time any easier, when you can connect to the meaning of why something is happening and what it's actually happening for you from this thing that you didn't expect, you can understand that it's all part of who you are becoming. And so I would really love you to start opening yourself up to connect to your spiritual guides and team. And I've created a really powerful meditation, which is in the show notes, that's going to allow you to connect to your masculine and your feminine guide. You'll be guided through a really powerful meditation to activate an energetic remembrance so that you can communicate with them and you can understand how they're here to support you. And then every day you can literally tap in to your spiritual team, to your ancestors, to your guides, to your loved ones who have passed, to the angels that you want to work with, to help you to align with your purpose, to help you find clarity, to help show you what action you need to take. And it's really amazing because your spiritual team are picking up on more data than your little conscious mind, who's only ever responding to your current reality, is able to partake. So if you're really curious about how you can start to connect with your spiritual team, a great place to start is that meditation. And I am in the process, because there are a few of you who will watch this transmission who are ready to be activated in the sacred dragon frequency that's about to come through. I will be creating that meditation and activation soon, but I will do a whole podcast on that. So if you felt what I was talking about, that really your body start to activate and awaken, know that meditation is coming. So if you're a woman who's really ready to lead from purpose, to lead from a place of alignment to the sacred mission that your soul came here to fulfill, or if you're currently navigating something really fucking tough and you're seeking spiritual alignment and to build a relationship with the amazing team of spiritual beings who are all here to support you, I would encourage you to start with that meditation, to ask your spiritual team to reveal themselves to you, because it is deeply profound when you can start to connect with them. And as you go about your spiritual journey and you start to awaken more of your body to be able to hold the wisdom of your spiritual team, you will meet different spiritual guides because you have a sacred contract with all of them. And they are all here to support you. So I really want you to know that you don't have to be alone, that you're not by yourself in really hard times, that there is a reason for everything that is happening, and your spiritual guides are really here to help you align with that. Let me know in the comments what lands for you. I hope that this podcast episode is the first step in you really building a relationship with your spiritual team, because they're here to support you. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week.